Imagine you're writing a Rust program, and you need your code to make decisions. Maybe you're building a game and want to check if a player has enough points to level up. Or maybe you're handling user input and need different responses based on what they type. How do we do that? With conditional statements. In this video, we're diving deep into Rust's if, and else conditions, and we'll explore pattern matching with match, one of Rust's most powerful features. Let's start with the simplest form of decision-making in Rust, the if statement. The syntax is simple. If the condition inside if is true, Rust executes the code inside the block. Let's write our first if statement. Here, we have a variable age set to 18. Our if statement checks if age is greater than or equal to 18. If it is, it prints, "You are eligible to vote." Let's run it and see what happens. It works. Now, what happens if the condition is false? Let's set age equals 16 and run it again. This time, nothing gets printed. That's because when if evaluates to false, Rust just skips that block and moves on. But what if we want a backup plan? That's where else comes in. The else block runs when the if condition is false. Let's modify our code to handle both cases. Now, if age is 18 or more, we get one message. But if it's less than 18, we get a different message. Let's run this and see the result. Nice. Now, what if we have multiple conditions? Maybe we want to give different messages based on age brackets. That's where else if helps us. The else if statement lets us check multiple conditions in sequence. For example, let's write a program that categorizes a person based on their age. Let's break this down. If age is less than 13, we print, "You're a child." If age is between 13 and 19, we print, "You're a teenager." If age is between 20 and 64, we print, "You're an adult." Otherwise, we print, "You're a senior citizen." Now, let's test this with different values of age. See how Rust checks each condition in order and stops at the first true one? This is why the order matters. Here's a cool thing. If statements can return values. Let's say we want to assign a message based on temperature. Instead of printing inside if, we can return a value directly. See that? We're using if as an expression. It evaluates to hot if the temperature is over 25, otherwise cool. Let's run this. That's a super clean way to assign values based on conditions. Now, let's talk about something even more powerful, Rust's match statement. Match is like a supercharged if-else chain that makes handling multiple cases much cleaner and safer. Let's rewrite our age categorization program using match. See how clean that is? Instead of multiple if conditions, we use pattern matching with ranges. The first statement includes the child of age 1. The second statement includes the child of age 2 or 3. 4 equals 12 means ages from 4 to 12. 13 equals 19 covers teenagers. 20 equals 64 is for adults. Underscore is a catch-all case for anything else. Let's run it. It works just like our if-else chain, but it's way cleaner. And that's a wrap. We covered basic if, else, and else if conditions. Using if to assign values directly. The power of match for clean, readable code. Here is a challenge for you. Write a program that takes a number from 1 to 7 and prints the day of the week using match. Drop your code in the comments. Up next, we'll explore loops in Rust. See you in the next video.